Hello, how are you? So today we're talking about jars. Not just any jars, I'm talking about the jars in our accounts, which are most likely nowadays the virtual things. Every bank calls it a bit differently. That could be pod jars, basket jam jars. There are so many ways, but the principle is always the same. And that's what we're talking about today. I would like to help a little bit how you can manage them. And when I got first introduced with them, I was a bit overwhelmed, even though I was so straightforward. I wouldn't really know how to use it. What should I use in that jar? How should I name it? And that's what we're going for today. And keep that in mind, all the things that I'm saying, you can always do that as well. If your bank is not providing those jars, you can do that physically in your home with envelopes, with transparent maps, all that in a folder. You will help yourself out, I know that. But don't restrict yourself just what I'm saying. Always have that wiring with your things that you are able to do. Because my first bank didn't have that. So I was delighted when I had it switched off to another account. The only thing that I can say, if you're doing it physically, I will be the person that is more tendent to take it out. Because you have it so easily visually in front. You have those envelopes in front of you. You can just follow through, and yeah, a fiver or a tenner will never be that big of a problem. But no, I like to have it virtually. I don't really see it, even though like when I go into my bank details, it's all there. Like it's just a few clicks away of how I can manage them. Now the main goal of those jars is to separate your money. As easy as it sounds, yeah. What are we actually separating now? That's what we are going for in this point. Now, so you have a jar, you don't really know how to name it. But it's quite easy, I think. Maybe not, but that's what I'm here for. The purpose of those jars is to separate money. And for me, it's so nice that they exist or they developed that option. It is easier for me to save money or put something aside that I want to save for. Before, I had all in the same bank account. I had to calculate everything, write it down. But now I have it separate in that jar, and I can actually see how much money I have to spend or to save in that way. And I can see the progress of how much I have to go for, how long does it take me. And for me, it's a tracking of the things. It made it so easier. And those jars are kind of like departments for me. Everyone has their duty for where they're going. Those little departments, it's like a pigeonhole. Yeah, okay, this one I can grab it then, this and this and this. You have it still separate, but at the same time all combined in one folder, and that's in your bank account. And I'm less likely to interfere my saving progress. If I have them in a jar, I'm not really touching them because I'm working towards something. I'm not going like to the kitchen and like, yeah, maybe. No, you have it there and you're sticking to it. And that's the progress we're going for. A few names that I mention now for my jars are skincare, groceries, rent, phone bills, holidays, savings, health insurance, all those things. I keep them separate, and you can name them whatever you want, or have a gift jar that I know how much I can spend for my friends and family. A brilliant idea that I would like to share is not only name your jars, putting the money underneath or at the end, how much you're putting into it. I receive my wage weekly, so I'm going for the weekly amount that I have to put into that jar. If you're receiving your wage monthly, do it by month. But I'm just going for the example that is the case for me. And when you put that amount of money, you're less likely to get overboard or put less money in. So let's say with phone bill. I get my phone bill once a month from Vodafone for 20 euros. So every week I put 5 euros in. So I write Vodafone, or phone if you want, and then behind it the 5 euros. So I know every time I get my wage, I put that 5 euro in there. So I have the amount of money that I need till the end of the month to get that 20. And it's keep going on, and I know exactly what that jar wants. So you have not only the option to save something in a jar, you're restricting yourself to put exactly the amount of money in that you need. And that can help you so much for sticking to the process and actually saving it in that specific jar that you want or that item you're going for. Yeah, that's it from today. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye bye.